Hello, my friend Wayne Sherry here. Welcome to the very first round of video tips. Now, this is going to be something simple, but because video is so important, I wanted you to have something that's really going to make a big difference for you. You already know that video is very important in marketing. In fact, anybody who's making any real money is using video in their marketing. They're using it in their training, in their marketing, in just about everything they do. And you can do video with very, very inexpensive assets. However, as you start improving your videos, you'll get higher conversions, higher retention, higher attention, just simply by doing fast, simple, easy little changes to how you produce your video to begin with. So in this video, I'm going to show you something that will actually make your videos like 100% better than they are when you make them straight off your camera, whatever that camera may be. So you may be using an iPhone, you may be using a flip of some sort, you may be using a handheld video cam of some sort, and you already know that when you record with that recorder that's built into that video, that the sound just doesn't sound too good. It doesn't sound like what you're hearing right now on this video that you're watching. It sounds like you're kind of in a can or something, or distant, or something's just wrong, right? You could tell it's not a good recording. And it's simple to do this. Now, the problem that people have is syncing those tracks up after they make the separate audio. So we'll do a separate tip about making the actual quality recordings. But first, I'm going to make it so you understand that it's very easy to sync up those recordings so that you don't use that as an excuse not to make the recording to begin with. Okay? Syncing up the video to begin with is a very, very simple process. It's not something difficult. I actually used to think it was. I used to think I didn't know how to do this. And nobody taught me how to do it. It just came to me. And then I researched it and found out what came to me was correct. And I've been doing it ever since. You know those little devices that like movie producers use on a movie set that with the little wooden thing that slaps down? It's called a clapper, right? And when it comes down, it makes a clapping sound. So that isn't just a toy for display. What it does is it creates a sharp spike in the waveform that's created when they make the audio, right? That spike is very, very visible on the editing timelines. So that's what it's for. So you could sync up the videos with a very sharp spike. Now, you don't actually need to have a clapper because you already have a clapper. You have your two hands, and that's what I use. I take my two hands and I clap them. That clap sound of my hands makes a very sharp spike on the audio. And then I can take this audio and bring it into, we'll use Camtasia right now, but you can bring it into any film editing software of any kind that allows multiple timelines. And then you can sync up those audios. So let's look at Camtasia with a video and audio track in there. So here's one. And you could see these two spikes. These two spikes represent the clapping sound. You can see that just before my video, that all I did was clap, right? And it made that spike. And you can see, but they're out of phase, right? The one that's in the camera is out of phase with the one that's a separate soundtrack. So what do? Well, it's very simple. You zoom in as close as you can possibly get on that audio, and then you line the two up, right? You're going to have to move it to the left because you can't move it, to the right because you can't move it to the left. But then you just take the two and you sync them up as close as you possibly can. Now remember, this is on the smallest possible setting I can get. Now let's zoom back out on that timeline. You can see now all the other waveforms are aligned, and you will also see that the sound and my voice. Are your family and friends laughing at you because you can't get that? And you see my lips are synced up, right? So there's no crazy out of sync things. You like those a lot of those movies that have been lip synced and stuff like that. You've seen them, right? They're kind of crazy.
माइक क्या है बे? सामने बंदूक? हाँ? तू मेरे को साला जलील करता है, तेरे को भी एक डाल देगा मैं.
真好笑！当初你们赶我们走的时候，不也知道我是妹妹，她是叔。
So you don't have to be like that. And then what you do is like you turn off the audio on the video, right? So in Camtasia, what can you do? Well, you can actually separate the audio and the video, and then just turn off that audio line and use the one you recorded separately. Are you sure? And it sounds a whole lot better, right? And it's all in sync. And in the next 40 minutes, I'm going to show you. It works fine, right? So there you go. That's how you do it. Now you can have videos that easily. I always use a microphone, especially when I'm standing in front of a camera. But I also use it even on my desktop when I'm doing, often when I'm doing the desktop videos. Like right now, I'm not talking into the video camera. I'm making a separate audio track. And I'll sync that up with this video. Now this is easier because it's a desktop. But in the, but you can see when you're doing a talking head, you have to be in sync, and you sound a whole lot better. So put this tip to work. Realize that you can easily sync up your videos and not sound like one of those movies. You know the ones I'm talking about. And become instantly 100 times more professional sounding in your videos. All right. See you next time on the next video tips. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're watching this on YouTube. I want to make sure you get everything when it comes. All right. Talk to you next time.